What's up, Fitted Squad? This is Brad, aka 2Fitted. I'm coming to you with another quick video. And today, I actually wanted to go over a few things about the Altima. I had a lot of people hit me up asking me what was the reason I was getting rid of the Altima. So, kind of want to address that. There's been a lot of people saying that it no longer like the community and they don't want to be a part of it. So, go ahead and get this cleared up. So, I've mostly been getting people hitting me up in a DM asking the question, and no, I wasn't mad or upset about it. Like, I understand it. Like, people just curious what's going on. There was a period where I was just over the Altima, but when it's aired out and I walk up to it and I see it, I'm like, okay, still love the way it looks. And when I wasn't able to drive it, and then when I finally got to drive it, I was like, okay, I still love driving it. So that's not it. But the real reason is pretty much I really just need something different. Like, I've had an Altima since what, 2014, maybe 2015. This is my second Altima, and I still like the car, don't get me wrong, and I love the way it looks. And there's still things I want to do to the car. The only reason I haven't, like, I want to do the full interior. I gotta rewrap the roof, and a few little things, like I gotta change some of these little gloss pillars because it's starting to peel, as you can see. And if I was to keep it, I would change the color. I love the white. White is still one of my favorites, but I would do something a little out there. I'm seeing some of the homies with the wild wraps. I would definitely do something like that. Change wheel colors. I got another set of wheels that I would get done, but yeah, I think it's time for something different, and I really would like something where I can help grow the channel a little more, because right now I am about to hit 4,000 subscribers, and I definitely appreciate it, and I'm loving the support I get. But I would definitely like to broaden my horizons a bit more. Most likely I'll still stay in the Nissan Infiniti family, but I would like something a little more sporty. I'm not crazy about the CVT, but at the same time I'm not crazy against it, but I would like to try something different. The couple cars I had before the Altima, the transmissions wasn't that great. Like the Impala I had, I hated that transmission, so when I got to the CVT, it felt so smooth. So I wasn't really against the CVT from the beginning, but I would like to try some other things. So I definitely want something that'll have a more aggressive sound as well. That's not going to be real raspy when you kind of make it louder. So and of course some more power, because it's a 4-cylinder. If I would have had the 6-cylinder, it might be a little different, and that goes with the sound as well. But I would definitely like to try something different. Now, who knows? I might be able to keep the Altima and get something else, but my fear is, because I barely drive now, just due to me working from home, is how much would I drive it and have something else? Like, I don't know how feasible that'll be. So, but yeah, I'm about to run to the store real quick, and I'll pick up the camera when I get there. Oh, also, I forgot, I did want to get the bag added, but my problem is, if I'm gonna get rid of the car, would I really want to spend more money on that? So yeah, that's why I haven't worried about the other bag, because I'm probably gonna be getting rid of the car, and I will most likely bag whatever I get next. But the thing is, if I do that, I will most likely have to get entirely new struts, because I don't think I'm gonna get the Maxima. I do like it, don't get me wrong, but I'm not sure that would be the route I would go. There was a point where that was gonna be it, but at this time, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna get the Maxima. So, and that's pretty much the only other car that would use the same suspension. So that's why I'm not really pressed to get this bag situated. Oh, and I did want to point out how it's steady now. No slow leaks, no fast leaks, nothing. Very steady. So, and I didn't upgrade the radio head unit because the one that I had, it was a cheap one, but I lost a lot of functions and I couldn't find the harness that I needed to get my camera working, the steering wheel working, and all that. So I was like, you know what, it's fine for how it is, especially since my last Altima didn't even have this head unit. It had just the time basically and titles. So this one is still a lot better, especially with the backup camera. So I prefer to still have my functions. So I'll worry about having like Android Auto in the next car, potentially, unless I just pick up a cheap project or something. Then we'll kind of deal with that. But yeah. Now I am a little worried about that because a lot of the cars that I have been looking at have smaller trunks. That's one thing about the Altima that I really love, is the trunk has so much space. And since it has so much space, you can put a lot in there. Like I have a 15 in there, and then I have my air tank in there, and it looks pretty decent. One of my homies, his car, he couldn't fit a single 15 in there, and well, he could fit it, but he couldn't fit anything else. So he would have to put his tank like in the wheel well or something like that. So I don't know if I'm going to be keeping a 15. I might have to do a whole new setup with whatever car I get, but of course we'll kind of get to that when we get to that. But I definitely love the 15, and a few people said I'm kind of spoiled because I jumped into the audio game at 15 instead of kind of working my way up. So it might be harder for me to go down, but we'll see. I heard a couple 12s that sound pretty good, but also it depends on the box that you go with and space and a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, it does suck not having my trunk space to be able to use it, but most times if we need trunk space or we go shopping or something, we just take my wife's car for that and we're okay. So I figured I'd turn the camera off for this one, but it feels good to drive the car again and not monitor the bags as much, because that was crazy when I had to drive and keep my eyes on the status of the bags. But well, I don't know if it focused, but we still good. So that is a blessing. I forgot how good it felt to just drive the car without worrying about that. But let me put the camera down because the light's gonna turn green and I want to put my music back on. But yeah, I would definitely like to get a car where I can use some of the mods over. Namely, try to use like the wheels, because I have about 3 sets of wheels right now that I could use, not counting the stocks, but yeah, about 3 sets of wheels. So I would like to be able to use those on the next car. So it'll most likely be something with a 5 by 114.3 wheel spec, most likely. And a couple people did hit me up and say I was just gonna get another Altima, and that is not in the plans at all. I do like the new one, don't get me wrong, it's pretty dope, but nah, I'm actually trying to step away. And some people have been saying that were asking if I was just gonna leave the community. I'm probably gonna be less active in the Altima community. I already slowed down on the posting. I basically just post from the videos, like, hey, this is live kind of thing in there now. Sometimes I do jump in and answer questions and stuff like that, but I'm kind of taking a step back a little bit from the Altima groups. I'm still in them, and I'm still gonna be around a whole bunch of Altimas because most of the homies have Altimas, and I'm still gonna be drawn to them. Like, even my non-car friends and family send me post about Altimas all the time, so I don't think that's gonna stop. And somebody did ask me how I felt about the big Altima Energy group. I'm not a huge fan of the actual group itself, but a lot of stuff they post is pretty funny. I will admit that. It's just too many people in there stretching so hard. They're posting non-Altima stuff. They'll post like a charger doing something, Challenger doing something. I'm like, oh, this is real big Altima Energy. Like, I get where they're trying to go with it, but they stretching way too hard. Like, because a lot of those cars that they do post have their own memes and stuff and themes for it, so they don't really need to be tagged into it. But I get it. I mean, some of it's still funny, but it just seemed like they trying so hard, trying to get approval for people in the group, and it's cringeworthy most of the time. But there are some people in there that do share some pure gold. I will admit that, but the group was just too weird to me. But then you also have the people who have Altimas in the group, and they're trying to like, hey, my car is cool, or some of them like, hey, roast me. So a lot of it was kind of too many mixed signals and weirdness. But I do like when people send me some memes from it. But sometimes I get the same one a lot. So if you send me something and I just like it, or I don't say too much about it, chances are I've seen it a lot. So it's not like I'm just playing to the side or anything. It's just I've probably seen it a lot already. But I do appreciate y'all reaching out and sending me stuff and asking questions and all the interactions I'm getting. And I wouldn't mind you tagging me and stuff. Like if you want me to check out your cars or anything like that, or DM me or anything. A lot of people hit me up in DM. Some people will tag me on some stuff, but I definitely appreciate it. Like, I love the community I've grown with, and that's helped me grow. So I'm definitely not gonna be leaving you guys. I'm still gonna be posting and being a part of it, but I might be taking a little bit of a step back. But I'll most likely be posting like when all the homies are linked up and we got their cars. I might post that stuff up still. So that's definitely something I'm most likely gonna keep doing. And somebody was asking me if I was gonna come out with some big Altima Energy shirts or something. Funny thing is, I was thinking about coming out with a line that was similar to it, and then that popped off. So I was like, all right, well, there's actually a group now, and I'm not stepping on anybody's toes with that kind of merch. But definitely stay tuned, because my site is still up. I still have the merch out, but I'll be doing a major overhaul here pretty soon. So most of the stuff on the site is probably gonna be taken down. So if you're interested in getting any of the vintage line, you might want to go ahead and jump on that as soon as possible, because I'm thinking I'm gonna take probably a good 80 to 90% of the stuff off of the site, and then just come with something completely different. I'm thinking about doing limited time drops, depending on how it goes, but we'll see. Because depending on how busy it gets and what the demand is, we'll kind of go from there. But yeah, like I said, I definitely appreciate you all. You guys have been amazing, especially, well, I won't say especially, but the people who've been commenting, I really appreciate it. I know I have a lot of friends who don't comment, but they still watch, so I really appreciate it. Some of them will actually hit me up and a message and tell me stuff about the video, so I appreciate it. Reason I do say like and comment on the videos is because it does help show that I'm getting engagement on the videos, and it helps push me to more people. But if you're watching, I appreciate it. Like, you're not obligated to do any of that, but if you do, it helps the channel. That's all I wanted to say for that. So it's not me just saying it because it's something to say. But yeah, and as far as the next time we're gonna have an event, I don't have anything planned as of yet, but I do want to set something up. So we're kind of talking about that on the back end. So that will be coming up pretty soon, and I'll make some posts about it. I'll probably do a community post, Instagram post, and post in a few groups, because I would like to get the Altimas together again, because it was pretty dope every time we've done that so far. So I would definitely like to do that. Right now, we're probably gonna do one in Orlando. I'm not gonna do anything further out just yet with the gas prices. I'm not trying to have people driving crazy distances and all that just yet, but eventually, before I get rid of it, hopefully the gas prices are under control and we can do a Florida, Georgia meet somewhere. That would be dope. but with the gas prices, I don't know if that's gonna happen, so who knows. But even when I get rid of the Altima, I'm still gonna go to Georgia, still hang out with the homies. Most likely when I go to Georgia, I'm gonna be flying anyway, so and my grandmother has Altima, so I'll probably pull up in that, so it'll still be in the family. So you won't be completely missing the Altima content. Okay, so I actually almost forgot to do the comment of the day. So the comment of the day goes out to, and if you'd like to be selected for the comment of the day, make sure you leave a comment, and who knows, you might be selected. Oh, and as some of you know, the homie Franz is recently bagged, and I haven't really done a full video on that. So me and him are going to link up here pretty soon. I'm going to do a video on that. Excuse my voice. And we're going to do a nice video with all of the new mods he has, his trunk setup, all of that, his fitment, because his fitment is actually pretty fire. If I was going to keep my car, I would probably hit up Orlando, see if I can get my fitment adjusted to something similar, maybe do straight fender to lip. But yeah, I think he did a pretty good job with his fitment. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the updates. It's crazy because I've had a set of wheels that I wanted to kind of get ready for the Altima. I've had them for like not quite a year, probably 8 months or so, but I just kept feeling like, okay, I'm gonna be getting rid of it soon, and it just turned into longer and longer and longer. Like, based off how long I've had them, I should have just went ahead and did it, because I could have enjoyed them at least a little bit. But now I don't know, because I probably want to get them ready for the next car, and so I don't even know what color that's going to be. Most likely white, but I don't know the shade of white, so I don't know what color to go with on those wheels just yet. So that's why I haven't really done those, because even if I would have done them at any point, I could still have them for the next car, but I would prefer to look good for that specific car, if that makes sense. Oh, text message coming through the car. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna do it for this video. Definitely stay tuned. I'll be going over when we doing the next meet and everything. I'd like to thank you all for the support once again. Please like, comment, subscribe, and as always, stay fitted. Peace.